Here we have the new, see if I can zoom out. Here we have the new M519 router. Um, this has come a long way from the days of 2010 with 3G, high latency. 5G is supposed to bring us low latency and better performance. It's almost an actual replacement for fiber, and some people call it air fiber if you're doing sonnet links back in the day, but it's now replaced with ubiquity dedicated dedicated antennas. So full duplex is the key, or low latency, one of the two, because in the IT world is much different than the narrow band world. We're all about bandwidth and all about lowest latency. I never said the same thing. Highest upstream would have been a key, but 90% of the people aren't actually running a streaming web server. And believe it or not, that's a different level of contract if you do that. So do be careful with that. But I am checking in vendors on this. So the M19 router is pretty much retails for like at least around 500 on Walmart. So it's a very good router for an entry level business who wants to do enterprise level stuff. And it's a definitely replacement for anything that's in the 10-year-old DSL prior business range, from what I understand, because you do have the ability to get static IP. But I talked to the supplier, and this one's already turned on with service, so I'm going to test it today in this office to see how well it works, and then how well it connects to different resources and things like that. So it does have a VPN back end, and it does have a nice portal. I haven't configured the VPN because I'm coming from the pfSense ownered routers, but I couldn't get the air cards to work with the kernel, so I gave up with that route and decided that this is probably the most economical route for both time and cost, and you get all the benefits on top. You don't get the customization at pfSense, but because, to be quite frank, I've been in the Cisco alumni since '02, so that tells you how far back that from routers have came from being big ass boxes to now something really small and pretty performance. They rated up to 202 as well. So hopefully the next video shot will be some performance testing. Okay, so this is the M519 router plugged in, configured, and activated on one of the larger services. No, not T-Mobile, but they may be an option later. After I let it roam around and get some APN numbers, it seems to have picked up speed, but doesn't appear to have any reliable 5G service in this area. I'm not sure why, maybe because the line is. It's got a nice control panel, so you can actually see the details of the hotspot. One thing I really like about it, which is probably the most useful tool, is that, yeah, when a person asks me like about the internet related issues, I can actually go in there and look at the cellular health to see if maybe there needs to be an outdoor antenna. Like this area does show 5G LTE is pretty good, but 4G LTE, 5G NSA is not showing hitting any points other than SS SINAR, so there is a signal there. Just I probably would need a better antenna to even get anything, honestly. But everything else seems to be okay. I can set up a lot of paths between colo and things like that. So it does have full features for redundancy, so I can piggyback on the house's internet here. It's actually better because, cough cough, I upgraded it about 2 years ago. No one wanted to use it, even though it was working perfectly fine with my minor outages. But the owner of this building is kind of a little bit iffy on 30-year-old technology, so I'm not saying older is better. I'm just saying whatever saves you time is probably going to save you a lot of things, and I can do fast setups and things like that. So